Greetings of the hour, guys. Hope all are fine. I'm Dr. Chetan PD, representing Vivekananda College of Engineering and Technology, Puttur. So today, let's see the estimation of iron from hematite ore solution. So before starting on to the experiment, let's see the chemicals which are supposed to use in today's experiment. So you will be given with hematite ore. So in this, you have to estimate the iron content and HCl. Mercury chloride, potassium dichromate. Potassium dichromate, you have to take it in the burette. And the indicator, this is an example for external indicator. Let's see what external indicator means. The name of the indicator is potassium ferricyanide. Another chemical you are going to use is stannous chloride. Stannous chloride acts as a reducing agent. So hematite ore, you have to take it in the conical flask. First part, it is you have to put out 25 ml of hematite ore into 250 ml of conical flask. This part is already done. So chemically, hematite ore is nothing but iron oxide. Okay, it contains iron oxide, Fe2O3. Oxidation state of iron is Fe3+. The highest oxidation state of iron is Fe3+. So this is taken in the conical flask and oxidizing agent is taken in the burette. When you add oxidizing agent, it can't be further oxidized because highest oxidation state is Fe3+. So what we have to do is, before adding oxidizing agent, the oxidation state of iron in the conical flask should be Fe2+. Okay. Next you have to add, this thing you have to remember, next you have to add quarter test tube of concentrated HCl. When you add concentrated HCl, Fe2O3 will become FeCl3. So oxidation state of iron is still Fe3+. Keep it for heating because stannous chloride is a good reducing agent under hot condition. So oxidation state of iron is still Fe3+. You have to convert Fe3+ into Fe2+ by adding reducing agent, that is stannous chloride. Heat it until you get bubbles. You know the stannous chloride is a good reducing agent under hot condition. Add stannous chloride in drops. So oxidation state of iron is Fe3+ now. When you add stannous chloride, Fe3+ will be converted to Fe2+. Yes, you can see here the color has disappeared. This says that oxidation state of iron is Fe2+. To ensure complete reduction, add 2 drop excess. To ensure complete reduction, you have to add 2 drop excess. But remember, you have added 2 drop excess. That excess stannous chloride has to be removed. To remove stannous chloride, you are supposed to add mercury chloride. So to add mercury chloride, this solution has to be, it has to come to the room temperature. So you have to cool it under running tap water. Once it is cooled, next add quarter test tube of mercuric chloride. Remember, oxidation state of iron is Fe2+. Now initially it was Fe3+. You have added stannous chloride, but you have added 2 drop excess of stannous chloride. That 2 drop excess of stannous chloride has to be removed. By adding mercuric chloride. When you add mercuric chloride, stannous chloride will be converted to stannic chloride. Mercuric chloride will be reduced to mercurous chloride. So this silky white precipitate is due to mercurous chloride. So oxidation state of iron is Fe2+. Add 1 test tube of water. Then you have to titrate it against potassium dichromate. Before adding potassium dichromate, you have to add indicator. The name of the indicator is potassium ferricyanide. Remember, oxidation state of iron in the indicator is Fe3+. Oxidation state of the iron in the conical flask is Fe2+. Oxidation state of iron in the indicator is Fe3+. This is an external indicator. Place the drops of indicator externally on the wax paper. Remember, oxidation state of iron in the indicator is Fe3+. Yes, you have placed drops of indicator on the wax paper. Oxidation state is Fe3+. Next you have to titrate it against potassium dichromate. Oxidation state of iron in the conical flask is Fe2+. Now the initial reading is 20. I'll add 1 ml. 1 ml. When you add oxidizing agent, Fe2+ will be converted to Fe3+. Take a drop of sample, bring in contact with the indicator. Indicator, you can see it has produced color. That means this ferrous ions of the indicator, ferric ions of the indicator has reacted with ferrous ions in the conical flask. So the name of the complex is ferrous ferricyanide. Name of the complex is ferrous ferricyanide because ferric ions of the indicator react with ferrous ions in the conical flask. So the name is ferrous ferricyanide. Next again add 1 ml. Take a drop. Bring in contact with the indicator. Indicator produce color. So it says that there is still Fe2+ ions remaining in the conical flask. When you add potassium dichromate, concentration of Fe2+ decreases and the concentration of Fe3+ increases. Take a drop. Bring in contact with the indicator. Yes, indicator has produced color. It says that there is still Fe2+ ions remaining in the conical flask. But remember, when you add potassium dichromate, Fe2+ concentration decreases, Fe3+ concentration increases. Again take a drop. So add 1 ml. Take a drop of sample, bring in contact with the indicator. Indicator has produced color. Take a drop, bring in contact with indicator, indicator has produced color. You can see the intensity of the color has decreased. That says that concentration of Fe2 plus has decreased. Fe3 plus is increasing because indicator reacts with only ferrous ions. It doesn't react with ferric ions. Again add 1 ml. Take a drop, bring in contact with indicator. You can see here indicator has not produced any color. Let us cross check it again. Take a drop, bring in contact with indicator. Indicator has not produced any color. That says that there is no Fe2 plus ions remaining in the conical flask. All the Fe2 plus has been converted to Fe3 plus by potassium dichromate. There is no ferrous ions in the conical flask. So this trial is called as range determination. So let us see. When you add 1 ml, indicator has produced color. 2 ml, yes. 3 ml, yes. 4 ml, yes. 5 ml, yes. 6, yes. 7, yes. 8, indicator has not produced any color. That says that end point lies between 7 and 8. End point lies between 7 and 8. Because for 7 ml, indicator has produced color. 8 ml, indicator has not produced any color. So the range is between 7 and 8. So this trial is called as range determination. This trial is called as range determination. So you have done with the first part. Next is called as fine trial. Okay. In the first part we were not knowing the range. Now we know the range. Next is called as fine trial. So the first part is already done. You have to pipette out 25 ml of O solution, add concentrated HCl, then heat it, add stannous chloride, then add quarter test tube of mercury chloride, you get a silky white precipitate, then add 1 test tube of water. Now the first part is done. Okay, next you have to go for the titration. So you know that end point lies between 7 and 8. Now the burette reading is 28. Okay. So for 8 ml there is no color. For 7 ml we have color. So you can add 7 ml at a stretch. So that means 28 till 35. That is 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Till 7 ml we can add at a stretch. So now the burette reading is 28 ml. I'll add 7 ml at a stretch. Take a drop of sample, bring in contact with the indicator. Yes, indicator has produced color. So you have added 7 ml at a stretch. Next, don't add 1 ml, you have to add 0.1 ml. This is fine trial. Take a drop, in contact with indicator. Yes, indicator produces color. You have to be very careful while adding 0.1 ml. Take a drop. You can see here the intensity of the color has decreased. Again add 0.1 ml. Take a drop of sample, bring in contact with indicator. Indicator has not produced any color. So let us cross check it again. Take a drop, bring in contact with indicator. Indicator has not produced any color. So the end point is, here you have added, this is 7 ml. 7.1, 7.2, 7.3. So 7.2 there is a color, 7.3 there is no color. It says that the end point is 7.3 ml. So the first trial is range determination, second one is fine trial. So you have to do range determination first, next you have to go for a fine trial. You have to do 3 trials. Hope you have understood. So the title is estimation of iron in the ore solution. Potassium dichromate act as an oxidizing agent, stannous chloride act as a reducing agent, ferrous ions react with ferric ions of the indicator. The name of the indicator is potassium ferricyanide. You get a blue colored complex. That the name of the complex is ferrous ferricyanide. So hope you have understood, guys. Thanks for your time. Thank you.